Hi, everybody. Welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. My name is Lorraine Tierney, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Warner, New Hampshire. It's Saturday, September 13th, and I'm just coming on. I want to make a fun fall quilt card, and tomorrow is a really busy day. I try to go live on Sundays. I'm not going to make it. Monday's not looking any better, so I decided I would just go live now and you can catch this on a replay. Please say hello and let me know that you're watching because I just love that and I love to chat with people. If you're new, please introduce yourself and thank you for taking a chance and watching me. My favorite thing is making cards. I do like 3D things, but I love to make cards. I love to share cards. I love to send cards. And I really like to help other people make cards. So today we're going to make a quilt card. So we're going to start with 4 pieces of patterned paper. These are from the Autumn Toile pack of paper, except for this one with the checks. That's from Timeless Plaid. So I wanted a little bit more of that orangey calypso coral, pumpkin pie. I'm not sure what color it is, but I wanted a little bit more of that. So these are a half by about 6. You can see this one's a little longer. That's okay. They're going to get trimmed down. And we have 2 squares. We're going to use the 3-inch square first. We're going to mat it on a 3 1/4 inch square. And I have a card base, regular card base 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I haven't decided which way I'm going to hold it yet. And then I have another piece that's 1 1/2 by 6. And I think we're going to use this pattern, but I'm not sure. So it's off to the side a little bit. We'll check that out. Or I also have 4 squares that are 3/4 of an inch each. Okay, we're going to use that in a little bit. So the first thing we are going to do is take our 3-inch square and we are going to go corner to corner, and right in the center of each corner, I'm just going to make a light pencil mark down diagonally. So this is just going to guide us a little bit. Okay, that's all we need to do right there. And then we're going to put a couple of these strips on the paper, and we're going to use that pencil line. Mine's not exactly straight, so I may have to correct for it. But first, I'm going to put just a little glue up here in the corner, just in one corner, and you could see I kind of filled it in with glue. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it so it goes corner to corner, and my line should have helped me, but I didn't get my line exactly straight. And then I'm going to take another one and put that one corner to corner also, and it's only getting glued up at the top. And we want to make sure those 2 pieces of paper are going right through that top point. We want that right in the middle. So I like glue for that because it gives me a little wiggle room. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my glue and put a little bit in this corner. And we're going to weave these 2 pieces in. I'm going to go way up with that one. And so that one goes under and then over these 2 pieces. So this one will go over and then under. It's the opposite. Under, over, under. Okay. So now I'm going to put this one on. This line is a little better, going right through the center of the point. And then I'm going to pick this one up and put this one over here. I want these to be lying very close to each other. They're butting right up to the side. Please say hello if you're watching. I know there's a few eyeballs. I'd love to see who's watching. Oh, I almost got ahead of myself. So now we're going to put some glue on these other pieces to hold them down a little bit. So I'm going to hold all the pieces up. Not everybody likes to put glue in the center, but I do. I like a little bit more glue holding these down. So, okay. So those two, and then we're going to come and put these two right down, keeping everything nice and straight and butted. I don't think that's a word, pressed up against each other. Okay. So once you have your papers down, I have to be careful. This one's a little bit directional, so don't want it to be going down. I don't mind if it's going sideways, but I don't want it to be going down. And now I'm going to trim these edges. And I want to trim them right up to my piece of very vanilla. I should be using my non-stick scissors, but I picked these up first. So that's what I'm using. We're just going to go around. Hi, Julia. I hope you are well this Saturday. I hope it's a beautiful fall day in your neck of the woods. We've been having some lovely fall weather here. I just want to trim. There's just a little bit hanging over. Okay. So now we have the beginning of a quilt block, and that's trimmed, and it's really going to come to life when we put these little squares right here in the corner, because it's going to make it look like our ends are cut on an angle. And that's a fun little trick because it's hard to get everything lined up right and cut exactly correctly. I want to get these lined up right on that corner. I can turn it over to make sure it looks lined up from the back as well. And I'm going to do that on all four corners. A little warm in San Antonio, huh? I would imagine it's always a little warm in San Antonio. I do have some relatives out there, and I have never been to San Antonio. One of these years, I need to get out there. I like the season, so I like the fall. Okay, one more of these. I'm just continuing to make sure I get those lined up as best I can. Making sure I have enough glue, but not too much glue. All right, now I'm going to give this just a minute to dry. We're going to emboss it, but if I emboss it too soon, sometimes the glue squirts right out. So this quilt block, after we emboss it, I'm going to put it on a mat, and I'm thinking I'll put this piece underneath. What do you think? I could do that, or I could just put a piece of the green underneath. We're going to cut this to 1.5, and then it would be 5.5. Whoops, this one's would be a little shorter, I guess, if we use that. I don't know. I'm thinking I kind of like that checked pattern. What do you think? Do you like that checked pattern? Thank you, Jan. Or do you like the green? I don't know. It's going to be a tough call. Excuse me. I have a bit of a cough. And so we're going to do a sentiment at the bottom here. I think I am going to keep that in the portrait. You like the orange, Julia? Okay. This says, your friendship means the world to me. Isn't that a nice sentiment? I really like that. I haven't had a chance to put my sticker on the back of this. So let's do that quickly. Otherwise, I'm never going to be able to line this up. So I peel off the release paper, and that piece is very sticky there. So I'm going to line this up and put it on, but I can't do it right under the camera and get it lined up exactly. And I want to get it lined up as close as I can. There we go. And I find they're a little too sticky. I put it on my shirt or my pants a couple of times just to make it not quite so sticky. Otherwise, I can't get them off the block when I want to. And I have a little extra ink just in this one spot. Let's get that off. Okay, I'm going to put this right here in the center. Your friendship means the world to me. Okay, my quilt block should be dry now. Hi, Susan. I love orange. Orange is one of my favorite colors. I guess that's high praise from you if you don't generally like orange. I'm going to use this folder. This, I don't remember the name of this folder, I'm sorry, but it has a little print on it. I'm going to use this folder to quilt my design. Usually we put it in with the Stampin' Up! Side as the top, but I want to deboss this. I want to press it in like if you were doing quilting on it. I think it would be pressed in. So I'm going to put it through this way, and I'll be right back with that. This one, I believe, is not a 3D embossing folder. So just using my regular plates to put this through. And that looks beautiful. Look at the detail on that. So it looks like it's been quilted. Now, it does, like I said, it squishes things. So I can see that one of my little squares is hanging off just a titch right there. Okay, so there's the embossed side. You can see how it's raised. It's a very pretty embossing folder, but I really like how it looks debossed. That looks like it would be stitched in there. So now we're going to put that on our mat. It's a pretty simple quilt block to make. There's a nice little border around it. And then, oh, I got a little bit of glue there. Let's get that glue off. Okay. And now we can put, we could also do that color, but I'm not too fond of that. I'm going to do this one. Everybody says go for the orange. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put some glue. I almost said some orange right in the middle of this. Some glue. And then we're going to use our lines here to get this nice and straight. I need some more glue on that. And I also, okay, I'm going to just flip it up and try to go on this dotted line right here. And I want to have enough room. Okay. I have no idea if that is straight or not. I'm going to go with it. Okay. And now I'm going to pop this up right on top, but I'm only going to put my dimensionals along the top and the bottom because that piece of paper makes it a little bit lifted as it is. Here are my dimensionals. I hope I have this in the right orientation. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, and we'll pull these off. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Julia. You still like the orange, Sue, I hope. Now we need to trim these. I almost forgot and was going to glue my quilt square on. Let's trim these off. Okay. Perfect. And now the width of this line and the width going across this way are the same. So I'm going to try to get them even on both sides with an even margin on the left and the right. But you can tell your dimensionals don't give you a whole lot of wiggle room. There we go. So that goes right there. And then we need to put a dot on the inside. I think I'm going to do these muted palette dots. And I like to put one right in the center there to kind of draw your eye right into the middle. I like that. Then if you want, you could put a couple more around this. We could go like this. And then maybe put one more right up here so that you take in the whole of that top part. And now on the inside, we need to do at least a little leaf or something along with our sentiment that says, thankful for you. No, that one does not say thankful for you. Oh, yes, it does. It doesn't have its sticker on it either. And so I thought for a minute that it said thinking of you. Let's put this sticker on. Sometimes when I get these new stamp sets, I am so anxious to just start playing with them. I don't take any time to put the stickers on. And this is the Gathering Moments stamp set. It has some great sentiments and some nice designs, some nice leaves. So we'll do a mossy meadow leaf. I think I have a piece of scrap paper. I want to stamp off. Yeah, we're going to stamp off. I think I need to re-ink my Mossy Meadow, and then I'm just going to put that right there, and we'll put our sentiment right across it. Hopefully it will show up very well, and if it doesn't, we'll have to cover it with a piece of paper and try again. Okay, I think it's going to show up. Cross your fingers for me. Okay. Thankful for you. So that's a nice card for friendship in the fall, isn't it? Your friendship means the world to me, and thankful for you. I think that's a pretty card, and I want to show you one other one that I made, and I made it as a Christmas card. So there's the fall card. And here is one that I made as a Christmas card. And I did this one landscape. And that paper is from a pack called Christmas Tags and More. I can show it to you briefly. So it comes with some different prints and also several pages of die cuts. So that's pretty too. So, which one do you prefer? Do you like the Christmas one better, or do you like the fall card better? I'd love to know. And thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'd love it if you leave a comment. And if I can help you make cards at home, please let me know. I'd love to send you a catalog or invite you to a class. I do classes online too, so anything you need. Oh, Sherry, thank you. I'm glad you like both. All right, have a great rest of your Saturday. Bye, everybody.